The movie starts at an emergency call center where many people are busy answering phone calls. This is the place people call when they dial 911 for help. The operators who work there send help depending on what kind of emergency it is. For example, if there's a fire, they call the fire department. If someone is hurt, they send an ambulance. And if there's a crime, they call the police. One of the operators there is a woman named Jordan. She is very good at her job and really cares about helping people. One evening, Jordan gets a call from a scared girl named Leah. Leah says someone has broken into her house. Jordan quickly asks her if she can get out, but Leah says no, there's only one way out, and if she tries to escape, the man will see her. Jordan looks at her screen and can see Leah's location, so she immediately sends police officers to that area. Then she tells Leah to lock herself in a room until help arrives. But Leah says her room's lock is broken, and the other rooms have locks only on the outside. If she tries to move or open anything, the intruder might hear her. So Jordan tells her to hide quietly under the bed. A few minutes later, the man enters Leah's room, looks around, and doesn't see anyone. Thinking the house is empty, he starts to leave. But suddenly, Leah's phone call gets cut off. Jordan quickly calls her back. The phone starts ringing, and the man hears it. He rushes back upstairs, finds Leah, and catches her. Jordan realizes the girl has been found. She hears the man's voice on the phone and tries to talk to him. She begs him to let Leah go because the police are already coming. But the man doesn't care. He simply says, "It's already done," and hangs up the call. Jordan is heartbroken, but can't do anything. The next day, she sees on the news that the police have found Leah's body. This makes her feel even worse. She tells her boyfriend, Paul, who is a police officer, that she wants to quit her job. Ever since Leah's death, she has felt deep guilt and can't handle taking calls anymore. So she stops working as a call operator and starts training new operators instead. This new job is easier for her because she doesn't have to talk to people in emergencies directly. While training others, she tells them never to get too emotionally attached to the callers or make promises they can't keep. Then, the story moves to two girls named Autumn and Casey, who are hanging out at a mall. They eat some food and talk happily. Suddenly, Autumn gets a text from her younger brother and says she needs to go pick him up. She leaves quickly, forgetting her old phone on the table. Casey notices it and decides to take it with her to give back later. As Casey walks through the parking lot, a man suddenly grabs her, forces her into the trunk of his car, and drives away. The kidnapper takes Casey's phone, but luckily, she still has Autumn's old phone. She uses it to call 911. Back at the emergency call center, Jordan is teaching new workers how to handle emergency calls. One of the new employees answers Casey's call, but Casey is crying and panicking, saying she's been kidnapped and locked in a car trunk. Since the phone she's using is an old one, it doesn't have GPS, so they can't find her location. And because she's in a moving car, she doesn't know where she's being taken either. The new operator becomes nervous and doesn't know what to do. So Jordan steps in and takes over the call. She speaks calmly to Casey, telling her not to worry and that the police are on their way. She asks Casey to describe anything she can about the kidnapper. Casey says the man is wearing black sunglasses and drives a red car. Casey listens to Jordan and tries to break the taillight of the car so she can see outside. But she still can't figure out where she is. So Jordan tells her to put her arm out instead and wave it for help. Casey sticks her hand through the hole and starts waving. A woman driving nearby sees Casey's hand and quickly calls 911. She tells them the red car's number plate. But when the police check, they find out that the number plate belongs to a woman, which means the kidnapper had changed the plate. The woman asks if she should block the red car with her own, but the call center tells her not to. It's too dangerous because the kidnapper might hurt her. From the call, the police learn that the red car is going north, so they send some officers and a helicopter that way. But there's another problem. There are many red cars on that road, so they can't find the right one easily. Jordan asks Casey what's inside the trunk. Casey says there are some paint cans. Jordan then tells her to knock them over so the paint spills out through the hole. Casey does it, and the paint starts dripping from the car. Jordan quickly informs the police to look for a red car that's leaking paint. A man named Alan sees the red car with paint dripping and tells the driver that something is leaked. The kidnapper realizes that Casey must have done this. He quickly runs a red light and turns in another direction to escape. Alan feels something is wrong and starts following him. He sees the kidnapper open his car's trunk and doing something inside. The kidnapper has a screwdriver and is threatening Casey to stay quiet. Alan walks up and asks if he needs help. The kidnapper calmly says he's fine and that he was just fixing the paint cans. Alan believes him for a moment and goes back to his car. But then, the kidnapper takes out a bottle of chloroform to make Casey faint. Alan watches him through his car's side mirror and realizes something is really wrong. He is about to call the police when the kidnapper suddenly attacks him with a shovel, kills him, and breaks his phone. By now, the police track Alan's last location. They find a red car, but it's empty. The kidnapper has already moved Casey into a big container in the trunk and put Alan's body there too. The police find no fingerprints in the car, but they notice a broken chloroform bottle, which broke when Alan was attacked. Jordan tells them that the kidnapper must now be driving Alan's car. Then something surprising happens. Alan is still alive. He wakes up and starts shouting, but Casey tells him to be quiet. The kidnapper hears the noise, stops the car in a lonely place, and kills Alan completely this time. After that, he starts driving again. Casey, now hopeless and scared, tells Jordan to give her last message to her mother. She tells Jordan what to say. Hearing this, Jordan becomes emotional but doesn't give up. She encourages Casey and asks her to find Alan's ID card. Casey finds it and reads out his ID number. With that number, the police get his full name and car details. Finally, the police use fingerprints to find the kidnapper's name and home address. His name is Michael, and he lives nearby. Then we see Michael stopping at a gas station because his car is running out of fuel. While Michael is filling gas in his car, Casey tries to crawl from the trunk to the back seat. Her phone is still connected to Jordan at the call center. As she tries to move, she gets stuck halfway. Then she sees a man working at the gas station and shouts for help. Before the man can do anything, Michael pours gasoline on him and sets him on fire. Then he punches Casey in the face and throws her back into the trunk. He finds her phone, which is still connected to 911, and starts talking to Jordan. Jordan tells him, "We know your name, Michael. Let Casey go, or you'll go to jail for many years." But Michael doesn't listen. He calmly says, "It's already done." Hearing those same words, Jordan realizes that this is the same man who killed Leah. She becomes angry and decides she won't let him kill Casey too. Meanwhile, Officer Paul and his team reach Michael's house. They meet his wife and children there. Inside, they find many photos of Michael's sister, who looks very similar to Casey. While checking more photos, they find one showing Michael and his sister standing in front of an old house. When Paul asks about it, Michael's wife says that it's his old home, which is now empty. Paul and the other officers go to check that old house, but they don't find anything inside. The next day, Michael is seen washing Casey's hair, which had paint all over it. He is actually preparing to perform surgery on her. Suddenly, Casey grabs a hairspray and sprays it into his eyes, escaping from the room. But as she runs, she finds another room that scares her badly. The walls are covered with blood and creepy stuff. Michael catches her again and ties her to the operating table. At the same time, Jordan reaches Michael's old house that Paul told her about. Inside, she finds many photos of Michael's sister and learns that she died of cancer. When Jordan steps outside, she hears a small bell sound, the same sound she heard the last time she spoke to Michael. Realizing he must be nearby, she follows the sound and finds a door on the ground. When she tries to call the police, her phone slips and falls down the hole. Now she has no choice but to go down alone. In the basement, Jordan spots Michael in the distance and hides inside the same bloody room where Casey was earlier. Inside, she sees clothes, photos, and things that belong to Michael's sister. There's also a mannequin head with real hair on it. Jordan then realizes the horrifying truth. Michael killed Leah and took her scalp, her hair, and skin to put on the mannequin head. He pretends it's his sister and talks to it. When the hair gets ruined, he hunts for another girl with the same kind of hair. Michael starts to burn Casey's head with a hot iron, but just then, Jordan attacks him from behind and frees Casey. Michael fights back and tries to drown Jordan in a tub of water, but Casey hits him hard on the head and saves her. They both run out of the basement, but hide nearby, waiting for Michael to come out. When he does, they attack him, injure him badly, and drag him back into the basement. They tie him to the chair he used for his sick operations. Even while tied up, Michael smirks and asks, "When will the police arrive?" Casey replies, "The police found me in the woods, and you disappeared." Michael realizes they're going to leave him there to die. He begs for his life, saying they should hand him to the police. But Jordan looks at him and says, "It's already done."
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.